If I could get one animal adopted because of this paw print press, then it will have been more of a success than I could have ever hoped for.
What kind of dogs?
You are looking at the creators of the Paw Print Press, a newspaper for the Cranston Animal Shelter that's helped dozens of animals find forever homes. Sisters Abigail and Micaiah Kojoian have always loved animals. They plan to be veterinarians. So when they discovered a need at the animal shelter in town, they took action. Here's why the Kojoian girls are our hometown heroes. Walking down Animal Run can be overwhelming. Dogs barking for your attention, others begging for your love.
Come on, Kenny, let's go for a walk.
Sisters Abigail and Micaiah Kojoian know that feeling all too well. They've adopted a handful of animals here.
It is sad. It is sad, but it's not the end of the line for them. This is more like a waiting room.
It was on one of their trips to the shelter when they adopted their cat Stella that it hit them.
We realized that the shelter didn't have a newsletter, and so we decided to make one.
For the girls, it was an obvious solution to helping the shelter animals get adopted. They'd already been crafting a newsletter on a smaller scale for their neighborhood. They started that when they were just 8 and 10 years old.
It started off actually as an essay contest about what's your favorite animal at the zoo.
Mom Elena remembers how passionate the girls were about the paper.
All the kids participated. My house was streaming with all these pictures and essays that the kids had written, and they printed all of them and they put it together in this little newspaper, and they called it the Paw Print Press, and that's how it started.
So she and their dad Kevin, a Rhode Island State Trooper, weren't surprised when the girls pitched the idea of a paper for the shelter.
If they say they can do it, I'm going to believe them.
Mom was right. They've been printing the paper quarterly for 3 years now, coming to the shelter and spending time with each animal, taking their picture and writing up a summary of their personality. Once printed, the girls deliver it to businesses across the city.
For our last edition of the Paw Print Press, the animals that were in the Paw Print Press, there was 13 out of 19 that were adopted.
It's really helped improve our adoption rate.
Animal Control Officer Pat Maxwell has been at the shelter for over 30 years.
Years ago, we depended on foot traffic to come in. We don't have to depend on that now. We can advertise each dog with each individual dog's traits, behaviors, what kind of home it needs, and we can reach out to that clientele that would want that particular dog.
The girls' hard work has been a huge help, even for the police department.
Really, you can't describe how helpful it is to the police department, and I think other cities and towns are probably jealous that we have the Kojoian girls helping us, because they do a great job.
They're very quiet, but they carry a big stick, a big message.
I guess we just like to be part of something bigger than ourselves.
Well, the girls used to pay for the Paw Print Press on their own, but now their quarterly paper is in the police department's budget. They also have an online version on the police department's website. They even write a feature on a shelter animal in the Providence Journal once a month. If you know of a hometown hero, let us know about them. Go to our website, abc6.com.
Well, we also have some really great news to share with you tonight. A dog featured right here on ABC6 News' Hometown Hero segment with Alexandra Cowley has been adopted. Kenny, a 2-year-old English bulldog, has been at the Cranston Animal Shelter for quite some time, and his new owners say they saw him on TV and decided to go meet Kenny in person. Well, it was love at first sight, and today they picked Kenny up to take him to his forever home.
He came here in November of 2014, so he's had a pretty long stay here at the Cranston Animal Shelter. And he has shown a little bit of basic training, but he's been getting a lot better as we worked with him on Saturdays.
Well, that training, of course, will continue to be worked on with his new owners. Kenny was featured on our station last month when we spoke to the creators of the Paw Print Press, which helps animals living at shelters find new homes. A job well done, everyone. Nick.